You definitely wouldn't hear a classical singer do it that way.
Sound check.
Well, hello there. Welcome back to another vocal analysis here at Voice Essentials. Today I'm diving straight in to a performance that I've not listened to prior to doing the recording. Normally, as you know, I do listen to the recording that I'm going to analyze 2 or 3 times to kind of get my head around it, to make sure I'm giving informed comment and, you know, giving it a little bit more depth as an analysis. I purposefully chose not to pre-listen to this today because this is Floor Jansen from Nightwish. They're singing Nightwish. It's the Phantom of the Opera performance, and I really like the symphonic metal sound of this group, and I love her voice to the point where I kind of want to be surprised. So I've chosen not to pre-listen. So we're going to dive straight in. I'm expecting to hear great technique, great tone. I'm expecting to observe really cool performance visuals. Let's find out together. Let's see where this takes us. I love her outfit, first of all. And I've said this before, that the costuming of her is just amazing. Her voice is also amazing. I'm laughing because it starts out as what would be deemed as quite classical, and I think for the uninitiated ear to classical singing, particularly opera, and Phantom of the Opera is modern, but opera nonetheless. It's I don't know whether you're going to like me for saying this. It's close enough to being good enough. But I don't think she's trying to be full opera. And the reason I say that is because she brings in, and we'll listen to it again, she brings in some bottom and some thyroarytenoid action where I think a classical singer would choose to maintain a cricothyroid activation throughout. And then towards the end, which is the part where I had a bit of a chuckle, is she really gives us, I guess, an indication of, again, I haven't watched this, so she gives us an indication as to where I think it's going to go, and that is into more of that metal space, that sort of heavier contemporary vocal. I'm going to take it back. I love this already. I do love this already. Let's have a listen. Hear how that right there, there's a bit more body than I would have expected to hear if it were being sung by a soprano, a classical soprano. I don't think we would hear the weight come in there. I could be wrong. I could be remembering that wrong, and so forgive me if I am, but it's just, it really does show us that we're listening to a contemporary singer. You definitely wouldn't hear a classical singer do it that way. I should stop. Oh, I really love this rendition. It just gives the whole song, kind of a new meaning in one sense. It's interesting. I'm not familiar with the gentleman. I think his name is Henk Poort. His rendition of the male part of this, I think, is weaker. And I say this with respect, because the only reason he'd be up there is because he's obviously someone of renowned and repute, and so, but it's definitely a very contemporary rendition of the what would normally be a very classical baritone vocal. And so this is, it's interesting listening to the balance of these two voices. Leave your comments. What if you haven't heard this before, leave your comments below. Let me tell you what you're thinking. That answers the question for me. You get this distorted vocal in there. Take it back into the lead after that. Ain't her position there. Have a look at the way she's physically positioned herself. You know, this is, for someone like Floor, this is not easy to do, to facilitate what is a rather high vocal position for her, what we refer to as a high tessitura, to keep the voice up there. For me, and I've only listened to, you know, a limited amount of her vocals, loved it every time, but I think her prima voce probably sits lower than where the tessitura of this piece wants to sit. And so she's really applying what appears to be really good technique in her positioning, in her foundation of the voice. Low. Love her head position there. The temptation when singing high is to reach, but she's not. She's keeping her head level. It allows the cricothyroid tilt to extend, to give that elongation of the vocal folds. Right. Impressive last note. Definitely not classical in its. She had been maintaining classical nuances around the previous notes, so she's transformed the note position. In fact, she just sings the same note in a classical way multiple times. Then when she goes to the very top, she goes to what her voice knows best, you know, the most comfortable and as a result, the most appropriate way for her to achieve that high note is with a contemporary setup, not where she had been sitting just a moment prior in the classical setup. Have a listen and watch what she does. Same note.
Dames en heren, Henk Poort! I love you!
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's interesting. I wonder, I don't have absolute pitch, so I can't tell you, and I don't know offhand what the original key of it is. Is it, was that done in a lower key than the written key, which I don't have a problem with? You know, I'm telling my student singers all the time, change the key. If it's too high and you want to sing that song, you don't have to sing it in the original key. Change the key. So I don't have a problem if it is in a lower key. I suspect it is. I suspect, could be wrong, but it's interesting to watch a truly contemporary vocal in the middle of a concert. I don't know where this is in the overall concert. It's probably midway through, I would dare say, when you've got a guest coming out like that. It's interesting to hear that contemporary take on it. I don't know that our classical purists would be too thrilled. I don't think they would. If you are a classical purist, you consider yourself one, and you know classical music well, specifically opera and opera vocal, leave your comments. Let us know what did you think. Does it tick the boxes for you? I'd be interested to know. I've said it before. I love Nightwish. I love the symphonic metal. I love Floor Jansen. Jansen? Oh, Daniel, get it right. I think she's amazing, and still do, even having listened to that. It was good fun. I hope you've enjoyed today's vocal analysis. I do look forward to seeing you in the next one. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.